Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here in the capital city of Des Moines. It's time to fill out the rest of our Class 5A championship game. It's the 2 seed, the Dowling Catholic Maroons, taking on the 3 seed, the Waukee Northwest Wolves. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena. Blake Walker along with the Hall of Famer Tammy Blackstone. We have got a good one today. Two teams very familiar with each other in the CIML. It was an all-CIML Final Four. The problem is for Northwest, they still yet to beat Dowling Catholic in their time of being a school. And oh, by the way, the Johnston Dragons await on the other side.
That's right. We hope for a good game and a good day here today, but like you said, Waukee Northwest Wolves yet to beat these Dowling Catholic Maroons. During the season, lost by 13 points. Once kind of held that pretty close, then lost by 33. But as we all know, it is hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
It is. Let's take a look at our road to state, or road to the semifinals, if you will, for both these two teams and how they got here. Waukee Northwest, 17-7 record, defeated a very good Cedar Rapids Prairie team, 63-56 in the quarterfinals. And Tammy, this is a young Waukee Northwest team. They don't have any seniors. That's a big first-round victory. Check that off the list.
Absolutely. The 4 sophomores and one junior starting for them, so very young. Great future ahead of them, and they come down here maybe with a little bit of nerves, and that youth can have a little bit to do with it.
Bonneville had 24 points in the win. And meanwhile, for Dowling Catholic, took care of Davenport North 64-38. The star power of the Wildcats could not slow down Ellie Moeller. 15 points, 20 rebounds, 5 blocks. Absolutely unbelievable. And Ava Zedeker showing up night in and night out, 18 points, 9 rebounds. They're going to be key here in this one.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of talk. Ava Zedeker, of course, heading to Creighton next year. Absolute star here in the state of Iowa. But Ellie Mueller, it's hard to beat somebody if you're going to give someone 20 rebounds in a game. So those Wolves have to keep Ellie Mueller off those boards today.
Not to mention, it's a heck of a head coach battle. Kristen Meyer and Sam Powell both have won state championships, albeit it's been a while. Sam Powell back with Des Moines East in 2011, and then it was a win for Nevada's Kristen Meyer at the time back in 2015. We will take a break and get you back for your opening tip-off and starting lineups. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here for the Class 5A semifinals. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here. Tammy, let's take a look at our channel seeds. Keys to success for both these two teams today.
Sure. For Dowling, it's going to be really important for them to keep their turnovers low. They did against Davenport North, leading to a nice victory for them there. They only had 8 in that game, so taking care of the ball. And then also playing those 32 minutes with intensity. We talked about how it really is kind of hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, so that you can't come out overconfident. And really, this game for both of these teams is a preview for Johnston, as you mentioned. So 32 minutes of intensity. For Waukee Northwest, they need to fight for rebounds. Again, we mentioned Ellie Mueller is on the other side. But Waukee Northwest has some good height, too, and they need to crash those boards. Also, half-court offense execution, staying in their game and not allowing those Dowling Catholic Maroons to push them out of their set.
These two teams played, like you said earlier, they had just played on February 7th, so almost a month to the day. It was an 83-50 win for Dowling Catholic. Waukee Northwest beat Ankeny to get here to the state tournament. Just a 6-point win. The Hawks were a really tough team. Dowling Catholic defeated Cedar Rapids, Washington 79-40. And like we had talked about, Dowling Catholic is a perfect 8-0 against Waukee Northwest. And Tammy, you got to think, for Northwest, there can't be a better time to beat them for the first time than at the state tournament. So you got to feel that's got to give them a little bit extra juice.
Absolutely, and this isn't the opener of the state tournament. We got a game under our belts. Everyone's settled down a little bit, and they really have nothing to lose. When you're coming in as a little bit of the underdog, I think that you can really just leave it all out on the court, and every team at this point knows this could be my last game. So just leave it all out on the court and play your hearts out.
Johnston awaits the winner. It's going to be a fun one here at Wells Fargo Arena. We'll take one more break and get you back for your starting lineups and opening tip-off. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a fifth-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Basketball Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to be the title sponsor of this amazing event. Iowa's farmers work endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our local communities. Similarly, Iowa's student athletes dedicate countless hours to train and excel in their sport. Partnering with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union allows us to celebrate farmers and student athletes while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is a tremendous achievement, and it requires strong support. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we can celebrate and honor students for their accomplishments on the basketball court and in the classroom. The Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to your success, assisting our organization in providing awards, grants and scholarships, as well as concussion insurance and these wonderful championship hats. These contributions not only protect student athletes' health, but also highlight outstanding performance in both athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have so much to be proud of, and every single one of us plays a role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on an outstanding season and best of luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament Class 5A Semifinals on tap here from Wells Fargo Arena here in Des Moines, Iowa. A much more beautiful day outside considering what we had yesterday, the blizzard conditions. Both these schools, I don't think, had school yesterday, so definitely a little bit of a chance for a break. Obviously, these two teams being so close just make the drive in. And we'll get to see a fun semifinal matchup. Johnston took care of business against Ankeny Centennial. They are in the title game. Dowling lost to Johnston last year in the title game and look for revenge. Let's send it down to Tim Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, basketball fans. Welcome. We are so glad you're here for today's 2025 Girls State Basketball 5A semifinal matchup, featuring from Waukee, the Northwest Wolves and the Dowling Catholic Maroons.
Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union positive behavior is expectation. Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship, both on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to watch your team compete. Thank you for your attendance, and enjoy the game. And enjoy the game. And enjoy the game. And enjoy the game.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by everyone here in attendance today. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation, and as the lady said in the video, enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players. Today's 5A semifinal matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters and assistant coaches for the Waukee Northwest Wolves. Number 2, Kennedy Princehouse. Number 10, Dylan Peterson. Number 12, Sadie McCann. Number 20, Adeline Wilg. Number 30, Liv Brown. Number 40, Victoria Burpo. Number 34, Victoria Burpo. Number 40, Chloe Moen. And number 44, Olivia Templeman. Your assistant coaches, Trent Smith, Rob Newton, Ben Dewey, Francis Nagusi. And now let's meet your non-starters and assistant coaches for the Maroons of Dowling Catholic. Number 1, Kate Clendenin. Number 3, Emerson Flattery. Number 25, Madison Rice. Number 31, Olivia Meredith. Number 33, Macy Harnden. Number 35, Nellie Johnson. And number 41, Sophia Anthony Bodie. Your assistant coaches, Joel Danner, Audrey Faber, Tom Donahue, Lisa Smith, Jonathan Vandera, and Logan Greiner. And now, here are your starters for this 5A semifinal. For Northwest at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 14, Leah Janulovich. For Dowling Catholic at forward, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Ellie Olson. For the Wolves at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 22, Vanna Billig. For the Maroons at guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 11, Katie Muller. For Waukee Northwest at forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 24, Logan Vogt. Guard for Dowling Catholic, a 5'10" senior, number 13, Ava Zeniger. For the Wolves at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 32, Romy Croat. For the Maroons at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 15, Layla Tritton. And for Northwest, at forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 54, Cassidy Danberg. For Dowling Catholic at forward, a 6'2" junior, number 23, Ellie Muller. Head coach for the Wolves is Sam Powell. For the Maroons, Kristen Meyer. Now fans, let me introduce to you our officials for today's 5A semifinal as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your referee, Chad Schellmeyer. Umpire, Michael Anderson. Umpire, Zach Clark. And your bench official, Matthew Wolk. All right, who's ready for state tournament basketball?
We are all set to go. An all CIML matchup here in the semifinals. We already saw one happen. Johnston awaits the winner here this morning. Waukee Northwest and Dowling Catholic. Northwest looking for their first ever win over the Maroons. They've upset them in volleyball before at the state tournament. This young, scrappy Northwest squad is ready to go. Northwest is in black with blue trim. Dowling is in white with maroon trim. Cassidy Danberg gets the opening tip. And a little bit of a loose ball. Vanna Billick able to pick it up. Here come the Maroons. Dowling averaging 64 points per contest. Waukee Northwest 57, and both giving up roughly 44 points per game. Muller through traffic. 3 players in the vicinity, and Ellie Muller puts it in to go off the glass.
She is so good at finishing that. That takes so much control. She's got a little bit of a height advantage, not as much as she is probably used to. We've got 6'2", 6'1" on both sides of the court here.
Ellie just a junior. Multiple Division I offers, including the University of Iowa and Iowa State, and a foul is called on the floor. One thing about Ellie, she's never not smiling. I think she's always smiling on the basketball court.
That's right. You know, we got a good look at these starting lineups. All 5 starters for Dowling Catholic are back from last year, so certainly no stranger to the state tournament. That younger Waukee Northwest team starting 4 sophomores and 1 junior, and here for the first time.
So we got an issue here on the scores table. Trying to figure out either a foul of some sort, as tough fall before the play was actually supposed to happen. Logan Vogt took a little bit of a fall and limping just a little bit, as I believe they were just trying to figure out who the foul was on. They get it on Katie Muller of Dowling. That ball's going to go long, and they're going to say it was touched. So Northwest keeps possession. And one thing, Tammy, that you're going to see, height is a big advantage here for Dowling. And Danberg, who's going up right now, she's going to have to play like that all day.
Absolutely. You got to play a little bigger than you are when you've got those long arms of Ellie Muller on the other side. But they're not short. You know, they can be in there. They can be tough. Waukee Northwest made a lot of points in the paint. 2/3 of their points against Cedar Rapids Prairie came in the paint, so they are pretty good at that inside game.
Romy Croat goes all the way to the other end and almost gets the basket to go off glass. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. So already 2 quick fouls on the Maroons here defensively. Take a look at the replay. Romy Croat, boy, get to know the name if you don't know her already. She's a heck of a soccer player, but boy, just can shoot the ball with ease.
She is a co-captain on this team. Been starting since she was a freshman. One of their top soccer players as well. Just quite an athlete.
She's a 76% free throw shooter. Knocks down her first, and the second one follows the same path. It's 2-2 here early at Wells Fargo Arena. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Ava Zedeker going to walk it up the floor. Ava caught up for a moment. Here comes help for Muller here at the wing. Again, picked up by Danberg. Danberg, a really talented volleyball player for Northwest. A lot of these players played on the championship team that made it to the title for volleyball for Waukee Northwest. We got a jump ball to stay with Dowling.
And that athleticism really shows up here on the court, both on the defensive and offensive ends. See some good jumpers, which really makes a huge difference when you're going for those rebounds. That was a great defensive set there by the Wolves.
This is a Northwest team with no seniors on the roster. Zedeker in the wing. Shot clock is being really weird. There's the buzzer. I have no idea what in the world was going on with the shot clock. I don't know if you saw that or what, but
I didn't. But fortunately, the referees were on the ball there. Noticed that clock had expired.
So it's still a shot clock violation. It's just the clock was in a really weird position for the shot clock. It was flying down. And we're going to have to look at that. It still is a shot clock violation, but couple good early possessions here for Waukee Northwest defensively, Tammy.
It absolutely has been. They've that last one, they really slowed down the Maroons and took them out of their game. I saw them pushing them back out towards that 3-point line. That's what they have to do, is kind of stymie that offense and give fewer opportunities.
Thumbs up has been given from the scores table, so we play on. Nice pass down on the low post, and Logan Vogt puts it up and in off the glass.
Great look there by Billick. Tough pass. Great to have eyes up and looking for those easy opportunities under the basket.
Logan Vogt averages 6 points per contest. Dowling's doing the same exact thing. Really good passing on the low post. Logan Vogt knocks that one free, and it's going to be Waukee Northwest basketball.
That is just some tenacious defense there by number 24, Logan Vogt, causing that turnover.
Another volleyball player for Waukee Northwest. Long length, great vertical. There's Croat. Great first step, pull-up jumper, in and out. Would have been a highlight play. Here comes Dowling. Pushing the floor is Katie Muller, back outside to her sister Ellie. Ellie stops and fires a three, and off back iron. Two Maroons collide, and here comes Northwest. Vanna Billick, who led the scoring output in game number 1 against Cedar Rapids Prairie.
Good decision there by Billick. Didn't have numbers, pulling it out, waiting for her team here.
Low-scoring defensive battle here for the first couple minutes. Backdoor cut. Jenny Levuch right there on the line, barely able to keep it in.
Really like the ball movement here by the Wolves. They're passing it around, sharing the ball. Those backdoor cuts, creating opportunities, and there we see it really pay off.
Really good long two-pointer there by Cassidy Danberg to extend the lead to 4 for Waukee Northwest. Zedeker trying to direct traffic here at the top of the key. Northwest bringing doubles in the bottom. There's a three-pointer from the top of the key for Layla Triton, the senior.
And that's exactly when you see that double team hit, we have some really experienced Maroons players here that can kick it back out and find that open shot.
Triton is 44% from the three-point line. That is her kind of shot. Here's a pull-up jumper by Billick. That one short, misses everything. Tritton's on the rebound. Here comes Dowling. Muller thought about a three, thinks less. Trenton another three, misses it. But Ellie Muller's on the boards. Zedeker trying to work her way inside. Boy, Romy Croat's really got Zedeker in a box.
She does, yep. Zedeker looks a little bit pushed back, but she will absolutely continue to find opportunities for herself.
Muller for three, misses it off front iron. Fight for the rebound's going to be grabbed by her sister. Now back up top. Muller tries again for three. Not going to go. Another long rebound. And a heck of a save by Ellie Olson to throw it off the back of Leah Jenilovic.
You love to see these battle for these rebounds early in the game, just coming out with that intensity. Both these teams knowing every single possession matters.
Coach Powell, I think, seeing these rebounds, says, I'm going to take a quick timeout here. Good to have Sam Powell back at the state tournament. A winning championship head coach with Des Moines East. Kind of retired there for a little bit, pulls back out of retirement, takes over for Waukee Northwest. He's got his team humming.
Yeah, Coach Powell has over 250 wins, as does Kristen Meyer for Dowling Catholic. But as you mentioned earlier, Blake, he won a state tournament with Des Moines East in 2011. I think had 5 Division I players on that team. And now here we go out in the suburbs looking to develop another great team here for the Wolves.
Chris Guest was the one that took the helm of Waukee Northwest when it first became a program. Obviously has moved off to college and coaching college. Got a fun one so far, 6-5. Waukee Northwest on top. Dowling Catholic will throw in from their own side here. 3:17 to go in the first quarter. Triton gets it into Zedeker. Zedeker, quick first step, picked up by the freshman Sadie McCann. Backdoor cut to Triton, and she's got it to go off glass.
Really nice play there by the Maroons.
And the thing with Waukee Northwest, they embrace that they're young because, I mean, they have a couple juniors, but you look at Sadie McCann, get her off the bench. I mean, just a freshman and still comes in and fills that role really well.
Absolutely, and that's what you have to do. As a young team, you're looking to the future. You're looking to develop not just who you have today, but also who you have tomorrow and for a new school. That's really important.
These posts, they can shoot. Cassidy Danberg from beyond the three-point line. She's got 5.
Danvers just a sophomore, putting up that outside shot.
Muller on the low post, and we got a foul on the arm. Romy Croat wanted to travel. Let's see, are they going to get this one on Danberg or Croat? It's going to get on Romy. So that is Northwest's first foul of the ball game. Not too bad. Couple IMT insurance substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Kennedy Princehouse checks into the ball game. Watch out for her from beyond the three-point line. Katie Muller. Nothing there. Northwest very tight here defensively.
Yep, this defense really does seem to be stopping Dowling from doing what they are so good at, which is moving the ball and cutting to the basket.
Still 15 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Macy Harnden, leading scorer off the bench, to a cutting Triton who just continues to get open on the backdoor cuts.
A couple of really nice backdoor looks here in a row for Dowling.
Triton's got 5. As Northwest trying to respond here. Good first quarter, 9-9 action. Romy Croat pulls from three-point range, can't get it to go. Zedeker 1-on-3, decides to back out. Instead, she shoots a three-pointer, can't get it to go. Olsen's on the glass. Ava will try again for 3, and she got it.
It's a great shot there, and able to create that second chance opportunity for her teammate with that rebound.
Ava Zedeker comes into this game averaging 18 points per contest. A little bit of a lower output compared to the last couple seasons, but her supporting cast is so much better. Vanna Billick through the lane, got it to go off glass. Dowling trying to respond here. 12-11 lead for the Maroons. Zedeker got a first step, picked up by Vogt. Loses a dribble, though. 19 seconds here on the shot clock. Zedeker, good first step all the way, and it just bottles out. About 1 second separates shot clock and game clock. Romy Croat does not care. She goes all the way to the basket and gets it to go.
She is so strong with that ball. Again, just a 5'9" sophomore, playing much bigger than that here against this Dowling team.
Northwest has the lead here. Shot clock is dead. Final possession of the quarter for the Maroons. And they go here to the top of the key to Triton. Back over. Layla stops. No, we got an offensive foul. I believe it's going to be on Vanna Billick. Not a bad foul considering it's 2 seconds to go.
Sure.
So what does Dowling run here out of the baseline? Leah Jenilovich and Danberg check in for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Triton for 3, no good. And Waukee Northwest in a battle, 13-12, leads over Dowling Catholic. Right into the second quarter, you're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
It's Frank. Frank. Mr. Frank. I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairway Frank.
Your Fairway family.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks are providing jobs, supporting businesses, and strengthening our communities. Here, success is built by you, and the life you build is backed by Iowa Banks. See what we mean at iowabankers.com. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here. Class 5A semifinal. Winner is headed to the championship to take on the Johnston Dragons tomorrow night. 13-12, Northwest leads over Dowling. Nice back-and-forth basketball so far here, Tammy.
It really has been. What a solid start for both of these teams. We're not seeing a lot of nerves, seeing a lot of good, aggressive play. Right now, Dowling is winning that rebounding war, 8-4 at this point, so that will be something to watch moving forward.
Layla Triton leads all scorers with 7 for Dowling Catholic. Cassidy Danberg with 5 for Waukee Northwest. Here is Danberg on the low post, going to work on Olsen. Muller, and Muller came across the arms and will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's a nice strong take to the post, and normally something good happens. You're going to score, you're going to get to the line, draw a foul on your opponent. Danberg looking very solid here today.
Cassidy, a 58% free throw shooter. Take a look at the replay. Pretty simple. Arm was down across the arms. Danberg takes advantage. Cassidy knocks down her first.
Cassidy Danberg is one of a pair of 6'1" sophomores that play here for the Waukee Northwest Wolves, joined by Logan Vogt in that category.
Has to be one of the tallest sophomore duos I think we've seen here at the state tournament. We've seen a couple tall players.
Absolutely. Yeah.
To have 2'6", that really helps. Danberg knocks them both down. And Northwest by 3. There's Tritton. Going to go over to the top of the key to Ellie Olson. Zedeker with it now. Northwest defense, on-ball defense, has just been phenomenal throughout this whole game. Zedeker stops and fires a mid-range jumper and gets it to drop.
Good defense there, but Ava Zedeker will find a way. That is why she is one of our Iowa stars, heading to continue her career at Creighton University next year.
Danberg. Muller's given a little bit of space. We've seen Danberg, most of her shots have come from beyond that post position. Jenny Levitch gets open for a second, now back up to the top to Cassidy. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Danberg hits the floor on a screen. Here comes a backdoor cut to Croat. She gets fouled and one.
That is so tough. What a fantastic look to be able to have the court vision to see that pass, to make it, and then to finish there at the end. Take a look at that pass.
The pass and the finish by Croat. And Romney will go to the line for one, leading by 3. Rattles in and out. Overall, though, for Northwest, considering how this matchup went on February 7th, you couldn't ask for a better spot. Now, granted, Dowling, shot themselves out of the gym. It was an unbelievable shooting performance. Tritton for 3, not going to go.
When you get down to the state tournament, you kind of have a blank slate. The rankings
throw them out.
are pretty good, yeah, but you can kind of throw them out. These are just, they consider themselves fresh teams and everything on the line.
Billick off a screen, not going to drop. What a rebound for Sadie McCann, who hands it off to Leah Jenilevich.
It's a beautiful way there to share the ball, see an easier opportunity for a score. Great teamwork.
Zedeker stop and fire a long 3, not going to drop. Danberg's on the glass. Northwest trying to go on a run here.
Nice job there. The Wolves trying to narrow that rebounding gap a little bit.
Danberg thought about it. Great passing here. McCann up and under, got it to go.
That is a beautiful reverse layup there by Sadie McCann, the freshman.
30-second timeout on the floor. Waukee Northwest has blitzed Dowling early, 21-14. Take a look at the freshman, Sadie McCann.
Sadie McCann comes off the bench. She had 16 off the bench on Monday in their quarterfinal game. She is quite an athlete, Sadie McCann. Her father was a quarterback for the University of Iowa's football team.
Waukee Northwest, Dowling Catholic. A lot of history just in this short while. Pretty much play each other, obviously, in every sport. Northwest was the surprise team at the state volleyball tournament this year, making it all the way to the championship, upset this Dowling team to get there. And the Maroons find themselves trailing by 7 here early. What do you think they need? A little bit more post, you think? Or, Northwest doing a really good job on defense, though.
They really are doing a good job on defense. We're seeing some double teams. We're seeing them collapse inside. But, yeah, I think that Ava Zedeker continue to be aggressive with the ball. And, yeah, to look for a couple of mismatch opportunities when they're available inside.
Got a offensive foul that's going to be called, or a defensive foul on Sadie McCann. Screens, moving screens, been a hot topic here in women's basketball the last couple of weeks, that's for sure.
It is, and we can see that there's a pretty consistent double team on Ellie Muller. That always means someone else is open, and with these Dowling Maroons, they have 5 threats. They really do, and so look for your open person when she is double teamed.
And they're face guarding Zedeker, then Jenny Levitch has been on tab for that. Ava goes all the way and gets it to go, got a friendly roll, and that's a much needed basket for the Maroons.
Zedeker just has such great control, very experienced here.
But Bonabilik probably could have taken that to the cup if she wanted to. Decides to pass it off, and Northwest sets up offensively. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. A really competitive one here in our final Class 5A semifinal. Billick looking to back down on Hardin. 7 seconds on the clock. Croat goes right back to Danberg, who gets blocked or may have hit the bottom of the basket, actually.
It's a nice defensive set there by Dowling, really making the Wolves earn it.
Hardin baseline and touches the baseline just a little too much, and it's a turnover, and Northwest will take it back the other way. Let's take a look on the replay here. Obviously touched out of bounds before a possible foul could have been called, and Northwest brings it back up. It's just the second turnover of the ball game for Dowling Catholic. Romy Croat for 3, not going to drop.
Yeah, both these teams doing a really good job taking care of the ball. Haven't seen, a lot of full press defense at this point, but
Katie Muller hits the deck. A couple players follow on the loose ball. Zedeker can't get that quick first step. Leah Jenilovic really doing a good job. Zedeker turnaround, no, out of bounds, and it will go to Waukee Northwest.
The Wolves doing a really good job here of boxing out. They're pretty consistently only allowing one shot on the offensive end for the Maroons.
Leah Jenilovic really holding down serve defensively. 5'9" sophomore. Coach Powell describes her as a combo guard, slasher, lockdown defender, that's for sure. She plays AA basketball for the Iowa Battlers. Croat all the way, got Zedeker in the air and can't quite finish.
Good on-ball defense there by Zedeker.
Katie Muller was the one to push the floor here, trying to spin down Danberg and loses it on the way up. And it will be Waukee Northwest basketball. A lot of empty possessions here for Dowling Catholic.
Yep, it has been. And credit to the Wolves. That was some great defense there by the sophomore, Cassidy Danberg, forcing that turnover with some tough on-ball defense.
Northwest walks it up with a lead of 5 here, 21-16. Danberg standing at the free throw line, goes right back here to McCann. This is a fun battle all day between Zedeker and Croat.
Yes.
Billick trying to get going offensively, and through contact gets it to go.
He muscled that up. Anna Billick, the junior, co-captain of this team, showing some good leadership, really strong finish.
She's got 4 points, and Northwest starting to not pull away, but extend the lead here just a little bit.
I think it's important at this stage in the game to have that lead, to give them the confidence they need, having lost to this team twice before.
Zedeker goes all the way, can't finish the layup, but the foul is on the floor. It's on Romy Croat. That's her second. Something to keep an eye out on. Both teams with just 2 fouls. Take a look at the replay. And in some ways, Ava's thankful that they got the foul, but the one time she's able to turn the corner,
right,
the foul is called.
Zedeker is so good at taking that ball to the basket and finishing at the end.
One thing about Coach Powell, he never sits down. He coaches from his legs. As Muller hits a nice little turnaround off 1 foot, gets it back within 5. Big 2 minutes here in the second half upcoming for Waukee Northwest. Logan Vogt with it here. Logan, a strong basketball family, niece of the DeVries family.
Right.
Currently coaching at West Virginia. 3-pointer by Muller, rattles in.
Nice shot there by the sophomore, Katie Muller. Both the Mullers, not afraid to shoot from the outside, and Coach noted that they really been working on that and extending that range.
McCann all the way gets fouled by Ellie Olson, and Sadie will go to the line to shoot 2. Boy, I'm impressed by the freshman Sadie McCann. I mean, really good with that one arm.
incredible athlete. What a valuable young player to be able to come in off the bench and to contribute so significantly.
First free throw goes for Sadie. Macy Harnden is in, another IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT. So both go. Northwest by 4. Zedeker walks up. She's got 7. Tritton also with 7, but Layla has not scored this entire quarter.
Both teams would really like to take a little momentum here into halftime.
Good rotation. Tritton was open on the low post, didn't take it. Now they go outside to Harnden, who's wide open and can't get it to drop.
Once again, nice box out there by the Wolves.
Strong down court pass by Janilovic. Tanberg, floater, no. Might have been able to go a little bit further in, but minute left on the clock.
When you see Ellie Muller coming at you on defense, your shot changes a little bit.
Here's Zedeker. Down low on the low post to Olsen. Now Olsen backs it out. Danberg's done a really good job there on that defensive side. Harnden thought about a 3. No. Tritton thought about a 3. No. Olsen liked her position on the low post and gets the friendly roll. Moeller, excuse me. Shot clock is dead. I don't think you could have asked for a better first half for Waukee Northwest.
Absolutely not. They came out so strong, so confident, attacking the basket and really playing tough defense.
Take a little bit more momentum here. Vonna Billick, nice crossover. Tries to get it off and good. What a play by Vonna Billick. And Waukee Northwest will take a 27-23 lead. She just called her own number there. Unbelievable. 27-23. Waukee Northwest on top of Dowling. We're headed to the halftime break. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small. We host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Different people have different needs, so Delta Dental of Iowa has affordable dental and vision coverage that meets you where you are. Small business on a budget? We have options with no employer costs. Traditional Medicare plans don't cover dental, but we do. And if you can't get benefits at work, you can buy direct from us. Plus, we give back to local communities, so you help make an impact. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, for your community.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Halftime here at the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. 3-seeded Waukee Northwest on top of 2-seeded Dowling Catholic. 27-23 is your score. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here courtside. Waukee Northwest has never beaten Dowling Catholic in girls basketball. Well, they lead by 4 here, Tammy. What's it going to take here in the second half for Waukee Northwest to finish this off?
They've got to keep up that same defensive intensity that they brought to that first half. If you're a Wolves fan, you had to love that tough man-to-man defense that we were seeing, really kind of taking some of those Dowling Catholic stars out of their game just a little bit. You got to keep that up for another 16 minutes.
Well, and for Dowling Catholic, you find yourself trailing. You've been in this position before. They've had good games with Waukee Northwest here in the past. What do you think we expect to see? You mentioned, we expect an Ava Zedeker explosion of a couple points, but in my opinion, I think the post play is going to have to get a couple things rolling here.
I think it could as well. I think Ellie Muller can get herself a little bit more involved. We see post players these days kind of step out a little away from the basket a little bit more, and that's kind of how the game has moved. But this might be an opportunity for Ellie Muller to use those really long arms to get in there. She has such a nice soft shot around the basket, and she can get some nice easy shots underneath.
We'll take a look at our Sukup team facts on the other side of the break. Just taking a look at a couple individual stats here. Romy Kruat has 6 points and 5 rebounds. Cassidy Danberg is tied for most points in the game so far. She's got 7 points. And then for Dowling, Ava Zedeker has 7 and Layla Tritton has 7. But Layla did not score in that second quarter, and that kind of goes back to the whole defense is really tightening down for Waukee Northwest.
It absolutely is, and making those Dowling Catholic Maroons kind of find other options. This balanced scoring, though, is not a bad thing for Dowling Catholic. They have a lot of different weapons that they can use, and so, if it's not a really high-scoring game for Zedeker or Muller, there's other ways they can be a threat as well.
We will take a quick break and get you back and take a look at some team stats here on the Iowa Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We'll be right back.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here from Wells Fargo Arena here in the capital city of Iowa. Couple halftime festivities going on. Let's take a look at your SUCA fast facts and team facts for what we have so far. Anything that stand off the page there, Tammy?
Both teams are shooting the ball pretty well, and that'll have to continue in the second half for both of them to kind of keep this game alive and exciting. Haven't seen as many three-pointers fall as you might expect from both of these teams. I'd say that the rebounds are still a little bit notable. 14-9, Dowling winning that rebound war. Ellie Muller already has 8 rebounds, but on the other side, Romy Croat has 5, and she's not nearly as tall. So fighting for every board there.
And you look at, their production, Dowling doesn't go as deep. I mean, Macy Harnden is the only player off the bench. They've gone to Kennedy Prince House and Sadie McCann, Waukee Northwest has. In games like this, bench points are crucial. And you talked about it, Sadie McCann had 16 in that first game, and that's off the bench. I mean, that goes a long way.
Absolutely. To know that you can give your starters a rest, whether they get bumped around a little bit or they just need a breather, to know that there's somebody on the bench or more than one to have that deep bench to come in and not miss a step is so crucial.
We will take one more break, and we'll be back for your second half of action. Waukee Northwest leads 27-23 over Dowling Catholic. Winner is off to the 5A championship game. We'll be right back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament.
This game is heating up, folks. Frank squares up like a butcher block on defense. Audie with the fadeaway. She's on fire. Literally, that is. The net has been burned to a crisp.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
He's the prime cut passer from behind the meat counter. It's Fairway Frank. And introducing a 6'3" center who's a cut above the rest. Say hello to Audie Crooks.
Back here courtside at Wells Fargo Arena, Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here. Class 5A semifinal. Waukee Northwest leads over Dowling Catholic 27-23 is your score. Our one of two, I should say, Class 5A semifinals. Johnston awaits the winner. At the conclusion of this, we'll jump down to 3A, get a couple games in there, and then it'll be 4A to end the night out. 1A and 2A take off tomorrow with your championships in 3A and 5A tomorrow night. Well, Tammy, this is a big first couple minutes of this second half. Might be the couple minutes that dictate the game. And, you kind of mentioned to me, could we see a Dowling explosion off? And, you and I were talking about experience. Does it even matter that Dowling has a little bit more experience here?
It may, but as you had pointed out, Blake, this Waukee Northwest team does not play as young as they are. No. They're playing with such confidence and such experience. But you're absolutely right that these first couple of minutes coming here out of halftime are so critical. I do think it can really set the tone. This is a close game, a 4-point game, and the Wolves have to come out as intensely as they did at the beginning of the game.
Waukee Northwest's first ever trip here to the state tournament in just a couple years of action as a high school. Pep bands are in action. Dowling Catholic's pep band, you can see on the screen there. Good crowd for both teams on hand, as expected for two CIML schools. 3-pointers, 3 of 12 for Dowling Catholic. Waukee Northwest, 1 of 6. That's one thing about Dowling. They're going to try and make the three as much as they can. Waukee Northwest's largest lead was 7. Dowling was just 3, which feels really hard to believe. But Dowling really has never been in control this whole game.
That's correct. Yep. Waukee Northwest really got out to a great start and has been able to hold on to that. But Dowling Catholic is going to come out very fired up. They're determined. Again, this will be the last game of the season for one of these teams, and everyone knows that and understands what's on the line.
And these two teams really started the season with each other. They played all the way back. I think the first week of December was the first time they met. So that was a little bit closer. That second time, it was Dowling by 33. I can tell you right now, I don't think the winning team today is going to win by 33.
I don't think so either.
Fun second half up and going. Here we go. Winner is off to the Class 5A championship game. There's a three-pointer by Layla Tritton to start the game here in the second half. She's got 10.
Tritton comes out firing there, finding herself a nice opportunity there on the three-point arc.
Northwest looking to respond here. They've had a response for pretty much everything Dowling has thrown at them here in that first half. Here's Danberg back up top to Croat. And a reach-in foul is called on Layla Tritton. And that will be Layla's either first or second. Wait for the board to update. Is the first or second on Tritton. Northwest by 1. Romy Croat showing off the moves a little bit. Down low to Danberg. Here comes a cutting Croat. And Romy got it blocked. Romy gets her own rebound, though, and puts it back up and in. Well, you had talked about, Tammy, her rebound numbers are actually pretty astounding for how tall she is right now.
It really is. She's 5'9", which is not short, but in this game, it's not tall either. But she's doing a really good. She's so strong.
Muller trying to drive her away baseline. Goes up strong. Can't get it to go. Put back in. I guarantee Coach Meyer said something to her and said, hey, we got to get some post points going here in the second half.
I think that's right. Sometimes you just need a reminder of, hey, you're kind of a star here. So let's see it.
Hey, you're tall. You can make some shots. Dowling trying to take back the lead for the first time in a while. Monabilic working her way inside. Reverse layup, not going to go. Dowling trying to push. Muller picked up by Danberg. Here's Katie back to her sister Ellie. Ellie all the way, left-handed, gets blocked by Logan Vogt.
Good defense there.
Logan's mom, the head coach on the volleyball side for Waukee Northwest. Sadie McCann's going to check in for Leah Genulich. Dowling will throw in underneath. Wide open. Muller got it to go off glass. And I swear, Tammy, all week, people bring their best inbound plays here to the state tournament.
They do. And sometimes the simpler, the better. That was a nice little easy cut, quick bucket.
Pass down low. Back outside. Danberg for 3. Not going to go off back iron. Rebound is somehow grabbed by Logan Vogt. And she gets swatted from behind by Ellie Muller, who had 5 blocks in the quarterfinals.
Nice defense there by Muller underneath. For those, you got to appreciate the tenacity there of the Wolves. Passing it in, kicking it back out, fighting for those rebounds, knowing every possession matters.
Dowling has come out swinging here. 7-2 advantage in the points here to start the third quarter. You said it, Tammy. You expect a range like that. Croats, mid-range jumper won't go, but the loose ball does go in favor of Northwest. They'll get the ball again underneath. A defensive battle. Both teams averaging or give up about 44 points per contest.
And both teams take such good care of the ball. There's 1 turnover for Waukee Northwest, 3 for Dowling today. Taking very good care of the ball.
Croat, spot up jumper. Might have been a 2, doesn't matter. It's off the mark. Zedeker gonna push the floor. Goes right back upside. Tritton for 3, no. And Olsen goes and gets the rebound.
Good look there by Tritton. That's absolutely a shot that she can put away.
Coach Meyer says, doesn't score a lot, but Olsen does every little thing good. Muller pull-up jumper gets it to go, and now you're starting to see Ellie Muller put things together, and Northwest is going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full one. We'll take one with them. Dowling's on a 9-2 run to start the half. 32-29. We'll be back.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Dowling Catholic on a 9-2 run to start the second half. They lead over Waukee Northwest 32-29. 12 points, 10 rebounds for Ellie Moeller, Tammy Blackstone, and that looks like your type of stat line back in the day. I was not alive for that day, but I wish I could have seen it. But they're starting to go to the post, and Ellie's starting to make big plays.
They are, and not only are they looking to the post, but Ellie is creating opportunities for herself, which is so important as a post player. Getting yourself open, looking for opportunities, and not passing up. You don't always have to be generous with the ball. You don't always have to pass it back out. Sometimes it's your job to take it to the hoop, and that's what we've seen here for the start of the first half.
And this is a big spot here for Waukee Northwest. We talked about no seniors. You're on a little bit of a down slope here. It's a 9-2 run to start the half. How do you respond here out of the timeout break by Coach Powell?
You keep your nerves settled. You're lost a little bit of momentum, but you're only down by 3. You can't let that gap widen at this point. Every possession matters. You got to get some stops. You got to get some scores.
McCann around the screen, gets caught up. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Jenny Levitch tried to get it down low and travels. Slipped on her own feet. Now Dowling really, and I've noticed Northwest loves that backdoor cut. They like coming off a screen and a good pick and roll, and Dowling's starting to figure that out.
Yep, they are. And I think that was an example of just Ellie Mueller standing there was good defense, was good enough defense.
It worked out.
to cause a turnover.
Dowling trying to continue this avalanche of points here. Mueller backing down, right hand, no good, but Olsen's on the glass again.
That's where Waukee Northwest cannot allow these second chance opportunities.
Ava Zedeker, stop and go. Gets it to go up and under, 34-29. The run continues. Northwest looking for a response here. Last point came with 7:06 to go in the third quarter. Cross-court pass. Logan Vogt for 3. Much needed basket.
Shows a lot of composure. You've had a little bit of a slip in momentum, and to be able to hit down that shot right when your team needs it, really great for a sophomore.
Just the second three-pointer of the ball game for Waukee Northwest. Here's Tritton. Picked up, and Olsen with it now. .13 seconds here on the shot clock. Mueller, cross court to Zedeker. Ava stops and fires, can't get it to drop, and almost another offensive rebound, but Northwest is able to get it back. Everybody stumbling over each other, and a foul is going to be called on Zedeker as she dove to the ground.
It's a nice hustle there from both teams, just scrabbling for that rebound there on both sides of the court, not giving up. Sometimes it results in a foul, but I like that intensity from both teams here.
Yeah, take a look at this. Nobody could grab the ball. And there's your foul right there.
Right.
As trying to get something figured out on the scorer's table once again. So Zedeker, that will be her first personal foul. Fouls really haven't been too much of a problem here so far. Dowling's got 2 in the quarter. Northwest still none.
Dowling has yet to shoot a free throw in this game.
Danberg working down low. Turnaround jumper. Got it.
I love that for her, Blake. She stuck with it. She didn't have it immediately. She kept that pivot foot, looking for that open shot and able to shoot over a taller defender. Really nice control.
Going to really start getting looks from colleges if she hasn't already for both the volleyball play and the basketball play. Just a jack of all trades. Olsen doubled, ran herself into a corner, and a timeout is called. Timeout is called by Coach Meyer to slow down the Waukee Northwest run. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here at Wells Fargo Arena here in Des Moines, Iowa for the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Class 5A semifinals. Waukee Northwest and Dowling Catholic tied at 34 with 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here. Good response by Waukee Northwest. Out of that Sam Powell timeout to kind of slow the run, they tie it back here.
Yeah, it really was. Just Dowling did such a nice job coming out of that half and closing that gap. And, you know, that you expect maybe a young team, these Wolves might collapse under that pressure. Absolutely not. Like you said, Coach Powell kept them right in it, bringing it back to this great tie game that we have here today.
Olsen at the free throw line. Down low to Muller. Muller turnaround. No. Olsen trying to go after the rebound, and jump ball is called, and it will go to Waukee Northwest. Not a bad look. Again, you can just see they're trying to get it down to Ellie Muller.
Yep.
To go to work. And Northwest will bring it back up, trying to take back the lead. Vonna Billick. A little bit of a quieter day considering her first round game of 24 points.
Yep.
She's only got 6. But it's even scoring for Waukee Northwest, Tammy. It's very spread of the wealth.
And credit to them, you know, just having so many different weapons in the arsenal, just being able to spread that scoring around is a benefit.
Billick got blocked by Olsen, got the steal. Her jumper's not going to go. Tritton gets bumped from behind on Logan Vogt, and there's a foul.
Just a little accident there with the feet.
So Logan, that is her first personal foul. That is Northwest's first foul of the quarter.
We have yet to see any full court defense from either team this game. You wonder as time winds down here, if we'll see any of that tighter pressure.
Maybe don't show your hand. Save that for a championship game. Tritton for 3 from the wing. Not going to drop. Harnden almost gets the rebound, but Danberg's got it. Croat tries to throw it with one hand, and it's knocked away. Defense by Dowling. Somebody's trying to take a lead, but neither team wants it right now. Under a minute to go here in the quarter. Zedeker for 3 in the corner.
Just such a smooth shot there. You know, Blake, this has just been such a half-court game.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen a successful fast break this whole game. These teams are they're being patient, but aggressive, but in the half court.
Well, and you just wonder, you know, I see Coach Powell. He's always got a sheet of paper. How deep in that playbook is he going? Just trying to get a couple open girls. Vogt all the way, gets swatted. Shot clock is dead. Huge possession here for Dowling Catholic, trying to make it a 2-possession game. Logan Vogt going to play up here on defense. Here's Harnden. Zedeker under 10 seconds to go. Ava spins. Nothing there. Muller wide open for 3. Not going to go. Croat's on the glass. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter as Roman Croat shows off her quarterback arm and can't get it to drop. Do not go away. We have got a good fourth quarter upcoming. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Fourth quarter, ready to get going here on the Girls Union Digital Network here at Wells Fargo Arena. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here. See on our board, Romy Croat, 8 points, Ellie Muller with 12. Stars are going to have to come out here in this fourth quarter, Tammy. This is going to be a good one.
They are. And the Dowling Catholic Maroons have really been able to find the bucket. Their shooting percentage has improved here in that third quarter, and they're finding their rhythm. And the Northwest Wolves are going to have to bring out all the stops to keep the Maroons in check.
8 minutes on the clock. Winner is headed to the championship to take on the Johnston Dragons, who took care of business with ease over Ankeny Centennial. Muller outside to her sister for three. She's got it.
You know, these quick three-pointers right coming out of the quarter are really critical for momentum, and Dowling has done it a couple of times now and done it well.
Katie Muller's got 6. Northwest going to have to respond here, down 6. This is the largest lead of the game for Dowling Catholic. Billick works her way inside. Got it to go with the left hand.
That's what you just love to see. Just, you know, not intimidated by a little bit of a deficit on the scoreboard, just taking it hard.
Zedeker up against Croat, not going to go. Rebound, almost grabbed by Muller. And a double dribble, by Romy Croat. Again, Dowling, they're getting back, but they're not going to make it easy on Northwest also getting back.
No.
Leah Genovich will check out. Sadie McCann, the talented freshman, is back in the ballgame. Inbound play. Harnden's got wide open, shorts it, and Northwest grabs the rebound.
Northwest did a good job on the box out there, but then you got to go grab that ball.
Ooh. Carey. They ran into each other. Billick and McCann kind of going for the same space, and that's enough for a carry.
In a game with not many turnovers, we're seeing 2 here at a critical moment for Waukee Northwest.
Everybody trying to tighten things down here. Dowling by 4. Tritton with it here. Now goes to Ellie Muller at the top of the key. I feel like she probably could run point guard if she wanted to.
I'm sure she could. She's a very good ball handler, yeah.
Harnden, great speed, got around to the edge, gives it up. 10 seconds on the shot clock here for the Maroons. They go down low to Muller. Muller on Danberg, turn around, got it. Welcome to the Ellie Muller Show here in the second half.
They left her there one-on-one. We'd seen earlier in the game a double team or a collapse in, and there one-on-one, she is very hard to stop.
Breaking records as a Dowling Catholic Maroon as just a junior. And Coach Powell, not happy, going to take a timeout. Trying to get a little bit of movement. There's just not a lot of movement going on. We'll take a quick break with them. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Girls State Basketball Tournament here in the year 2025 here in the capital city of Des Moines. Blake Walker, Tammy Blackstone with you here. Dowling Catholic, the 2 seed on top of the 3 seed here of Northwest, 42-36. Coach Powell calls that timeout, Tammy, and a lot of stagnant offense here the last couple minutes for Waukee Northwest.
Yeah, for Coach Powell, he's thinking we got 6 minutes left to play here, and every single one of them matters. And so I think he's telling his team you got to be more aggressive. You got to be cutting to the basket. You know, early in the game we saw some great backdoor cuts by the Wolves, and maybe we're looking at in store for some of those plays as well to get his players open.
Big possession here. Wolves trail by 6. Croat for 3. Big shot by the sophomore.
Beautiful play. Nice finish there by Croat.
Romy's got 11. Harnden swings it. Zedeker can't get the response, but got her own rebound. 7th offensive rebound of the ball game, and Zedeker carries. And Northwest will get it back. That's a couple carries we've seen today.
Yep, it has. And again, in this fourth quarter, we've seen some turnovers that we didn't see previously in the game. So for both of these teams, got to be taking care of the ball. No silly mistakes down here in the stretch.
Dowling by 3. Billick for the tie. Not going to go. Croat on the glass and got it to go off glass. Boy, she is just scrappy.
She
underneath.
Is everywhere, Blake. That is, I think, her 11th rebound of the day.
5-0 run out of the timeout. Moeller for 3. Yes, ma'am.
Really nice shot from up there at the top of the key.
7th three-pointer of the ball game for Dowling Catholic. Under 5 to go. Billick off a screen, trying to get around Muller. Got her in the air, and that's exactly what you needed. Foul is called, and Billick will go to the line. That was a really good fake.
Absolutely, it was. Something's good is normally going to happen when you take it down underneath like that. You can look at the replay here. It's fearless.
Yeah. If you get up in the air, there's really nothing much you can do. So Vanna will shoot 2. 70% free throw shooter. First one misses. Couple IMT insurance substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Great minutes there from Macy Harnden as Ellie Olson will check back in. Billick goes 1 of 2 and gets it within a possession. Zedeker walks it across the timeline. Katie Muller got a lane to the basket. Caught up. Ellie, great pass to Olson.
Fantastic dish there. That ability to see the court, find your open teammate for quick bucket. That's that experience of this Dowling team coming through.
Ellie Olson's first bucket of the ball game. Zedeker is going to get called on a foul. And that is going to be Ava's second. Leah Jenilovich will be the one to throw in here. She's had a quiet day, just 2 points, but really good defensively. Just over 4 minutes to go in the Class 5A semifinal. Danberg travels. I think she herself surprised how much room Muller gave her.
Yeah.
Just a little too extra of a walk, and Northwest going to bring a little pressure here out of this throw-in, it looks like. Dowling able to break it pretty easily here. They'll set up their offense with under 4 minutes to go. Zedeker works her way inside, now backs right out. On a screen, step back jumper, no good. Ellie Olson again on the rebound, and Zedeker travels.
Ellie Olson, nice job there of giving her team a second chance. Just a little bit quick on the feet there for Ava Zedeker.
Zedeker confused on the travel, looks over to Kirsten Meyer. Kirsten says, we're good, just don't worry about it. 5-point lead, no need to dwell. Croat off a screen, hands this one off to Jenilovich. Billick thought about a 3, not going to take it. Croat, bumped by Zedeker. Physical basketball here in the fourth quarter. Northwest still no fouls. Dowling's got 2. Something to watch for the bonus. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Croat, stop and fire. No. Not a bad look.
Not a bad look. It took a long time there for Waukee Northwest to find a shot that they wanted. And at this stage of the game, probably wanting to look for some quicker shots
under
down the court.
3 to go. Muller, step back three. Not going to drop. Ellie Olsen again. Trenton off glass, got it to go. And the offensive rebound starting to pile up here for the Maroons.
Ellie Olsen critical there, grabbing those rebounds again, giving that team, her teammates, another shot at the bucket.
7 rebounds for Ellie Olsen, 11 offensive rebounds for Dowling Catholic. That one's going to go out of bounds. Feels like a must-score possession here for Waukee Northwest.
It is. If you're a Wolves fan, you're looking for a sense of urgency here from Waukee Northwest. Looking for quick shots, attacking the basket. If it's me, I'm getting it at the hands of Romy Croat.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Billick at the wing. Now 10 seconds. Gonna have to go. Danberg. She's given space, but she's not gonna shoot it. Logan Vogt, 3 seconds. Vogt all the way. Swatted back by Katie Muller.
Nice defensive set there by the Dowling Maroons, and that's exactly what those Maroons fans are wanting to see, to take some time off the clock and result in no bucket.
Absolutely phenomenal defensive possession there by the Maroons. Northwest going to press here. Layla with it here. Now back over, going to have to get it across. They do. With under 2 to go.
Waukee Northwest probably doesn't have these 20 seconds to give. They got to be looking for a steal opportunity. Play some tough defense here in order to try to get the ball back.
Ava knows she's got time. Katie Muller for 3. No, shorts it. Billick on the boards. Must score possession. Vana kicks it outside. Croat for 3. Yes!
She shoots with such confidence, Blake. She's really playing. She's a sophomore on this team and just fearless and been everything for this Waukee Northwest team tonight.
Take a look at the replay. I was kind of worried Vana didn't go for the layup. I was like, oh man, we're going to give it up. But nope, they go right back to Romy Croat. So the timeout there by Coach Powell. Oh, and Sam Powell is saying he didn't call a timeout. But it's obviously too late. Yeah, Sam Powell, he's saying I didn't call a timeout. So I don't really know how you even score that. I think it's obviously going to have to be a timeout.
Sure.
He put his arms out. I mean, maybe it was just he was putting up a play, but
right.
Yeah, unfortunately for Northwest, I don't think they wanted that, and I think they only have 1 timeout left. So
you're right. Yep.
Minute
and
20.
plus his team, he had a little momentum there. I think he was hoping to. It's not a bad time for either team to take a break, kind of reset. But yeah, you don't call a timeout. You don't want that charged against you, certainly.
Well, and generally, I think around that type of possession late in the game, there usually is a timeout just to kind of get everybody set back. But
sure,
not great for Northwest. So they only got 1 timeout left. Dowling's got 3. Take a look at your field goal percentages here. Not bad shooting, all things considering. 8 more shots for Dowling. I think that's something you got to look at.
It has been. They've been getting themselves some of those second chance opportunities on the rebounding. Although the rebounding war is not that one-sided. 27 for Dowling, 22 for Waukee Northwest. Both teams been doing a nice job on the boards today.
I'd be very curious what the points off offensive rebounds is, because Dowling's got 11, Northwest's got 8, but I don't think Northwest has a lot of points off their offensive rebounds. So, all right, 1:28 to go, 4-point game. Just 1 timeout left for Northwest, and the press is back for the Wolves. Northwest still does not have a foul here this quarter. Zedeker somehow didn't travel. Olsen, the senior, Wise is a senior, decides to back out. And there's your first foul on Northwest, but they're going to have to get going for a couple here. And that's just the first one of the quarter.
First team foul.
Boy, that was very close for Zedeker over there on the baseline. I think she was tripping as the ball was coming out.
Yeah, that was effective pressure there by the Wolves. The Maroons here will be looking to try to use as many of these 35 seconds as they can, but of course, we've got fouls on the way.
Croat gets whistled. That's her 3rd. They're going to have to be really strategic here on who they want to foul. 1:12 to go. Ava with it. There's your foul. You know, Tammy, sometimes it's really hard. You never know, how do I foul? You know, like,
right.
Sometimes it's easy to get called for a foul, but when it comes to intentionally fouling, you're like, how in the world do I get called for a foul?
I've seen players tell the referee ahead of time, I'm going to try to foul here.
And you don't want to get called for intentional.
Right,
you
it's tricky.
We saw that earlier this week.
Yeah, you got to watch having two hands on him.
Yep.
That gets pretty tricky pretty fast.
Jenny Levwich gets the steal. Northwest down by 4. Can't waste a ton of time, though. Croat thought about a 3, didn't take it. They go back down to Romy. Underneath the basket, back up top. Long possession here. Vote through traffic, not going to go. Got her on rebound, though. That won't drop. And a foul is going to be called. No, it's a jump ball, and it'll stay with Northwest.
The Wolves fighting, scrapping for every opportunity there, looking for a foul underneath, going up strong, getting rebounds.
Boy, that was a long possession, though. That was about 20 seconds almost.
Yeah, a lot of time came off the clock there.
Cassidy Danberg's back in. It felt like Northwest was just looking for a 3. You don't need a 3.
Right.
And if you get a bucket now, you still don't technically have to foul. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Croat doubled, step back 3, no. Rebound is snagged away by Katie Muller, and a foul is called.
Critical rebound there by Katie Muller, securing the ball for her team there.
That's 4 fouls, so they still need 1 more. And Dowling's not a bad free throw shooting team. Muller, Zedeker, and Tritton, Katie Muller, Zedeker, and Tritton, both over 70% free throw shooting. Ellie Olson is a 50% free throw shooter. Olson got the ball from McCann. Zedeker with it here and gets fouled. And now Ava Zedeker will go to the line, leading by 4. And remember, no more 1-and-1, so she's getting 2 shots no matter what.
We've seen Ava Zedeker in so many of these state tournament games, finally here in her senior year, heading to continue her career at Creighton next year. Looking forward to seeing good things from her. Of course, on her bench over there is assistant coach Aubrey Faber, also a former Dowling star and Creighton University star.
Zedeker knocks down her first. She's a 75% free throw shooter. Extends the lead to 5. Northwest has a lot of confusion here on who's going to sub in. There they go. 1 more for Ava Zedeker. Rolls in. Lead is 6. Northwest is going to have to go fast. Billick will run it up into the front court, and Northwest will take their final timeout here, trailing by 6. Well, I mean, you don't need a 3 necessarily. You'd love a 3, but one thing's for sure, and we've seen it all this week, these possessions can't be long for Northwest. It's got to be quick.
That's exactly right. I think that we're going to see from Coach Powell here either a play to get Romy Croat open on the 3-point arc or maybe a very quick backdoor into the basket. But those are tough because you're running in to Ellie Muller there on defense. So I think we're going to see hopefully a good play here for a quick shot.
3A basketball coming up after the conclusion of this one. Mount Vernon takes on Esterville Lincoln Central. Boy, that'll be a good one. Haley Stokes and company for ELC. A great win over Cherokee. Sorry, Tammy. Great win.
Yeah, my hometown made us very proud down here at the state tournament.
That conference should be proud.
Northwest Iowa has great girls basketball. It's so fun to watch.
Lakes Conference showed out. 3 of the 5 teams in the conference made it to the state tournament. Here we go, 51-45. Need a bucket. Billick to Danberg. Croat got picked up, though. Billick lost it off the screen. 3-pointer, though, no. Muller's on the rebound. Hands it off to Zedeker. And there's your foul. That play worked.
It did.
But Billick bobbled it just a little bit off the screen, and Coach Powell knew it right when she had it.
Took a little more time than they wanted it to take, but it did work. And then the Maroons there able to secure that rebound.
Waukee Northwest going to empty the bench. And Northwest is going to come up short here, but boy, I mean, no seniors on this team. Might as well just write them in next year to be right back.
Yeah, what a fantastic showing here by the Wolves and Coach Sam Powell. Just, again, they had started 4 sophomores and a junior today. There's more youth on the bench, and what a bright future for the Waukee Northwest Wolves.
Northwest will still head into next year, still looking for that first win over Dowling Catholic in girls basketball. Dowling will move to 9-0. Northwest has just 4 players on the floor, so we could have another IMT insurance substitution checking in here. Adeline Willig checking in. So Zedeker's got 2. First one just rims out.
Dowling, of course, as they finish out these last 9 seconds, coach is probably already thinking ahead to the next matchup.
Yeah, you are.
Dowling has lost twice this year to Johnston, but will have a 3rd shot.
That second time over in Dowling, that was a close one. I think they're going to be thinking about that one. 3 seconds on the clock. Shot at the horn is going to go. That bucket is good by Chloe Moen. And Dowling Catholic is headed back to the Class 5A championship game for a rematch of last year's title game with CIML foe Johnson. They defeat Northwest 52-47. Really, really good basketball game, hard fought. I think experience pays off here in the end.
It absolutely does, and this Dowling team has been down here a lot. We've got finally some seniors on this team for their last trip to the state tournament, and they want it to be their best one yet.
We will send things down to Tim Fitzpatrick, our PA announcer, for your awards presentation.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our basketball administrator Gary Ross and executive director Aaron Gerlich. Congratulations to head coach Sam Powell and the Wolves from Waukee Northwest on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Ellie Muller will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Congratulations, Dowling Catholic fans. Your team advances to the 5A championship.
Well, it is a win for Dowling Catholic, 52-47. And Tammy, you know, as you watch this final awards presentation, there's still a lot of smiles on Waukee Northwest. And Coach Powell kind of looking at it. You know Northwest will be back here and have a really good chance to be in this position next year.
They absolutely will. You know, one of my favorite things I've seen in this tournament is even though they were about to lose that final bucket there by the Wolves, I saw so many cheers over there on the bench for that final bucket. Even though they were losing that game, they were cheering for their teammate because you're right, they know the future is bright.
That will do it for us in your Class 5A semifinals. Class 3A is coming up next. Dowling Catholic defeats Waukee Northwest 52-47 for our producer Justin Warbler. She's Tammy Blackstone. I'm Blake Walker saying so long from Wells Fargo Arena. You've been watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.